friends, it's akidearest, and welcome everybody to another episode of the Otaku Monthly Favorites. This is a series that I do every month where I share with you guys different anime, different manga, and different anime and otaku related things that I've been introduced to within that given month. I know a lot of my content has kind of drifted away from anime exclusive stuff, so Otaku Monthly Favorites is kind of a way for me to keep my foot in the door and still share with you guys stuff that I enjoy in my spare time. For those of you asking, I do feel better after my last video. I kind of almost regretted making that because I'm not that good at expressing like serious stuff in my life, but I'm doing better. I feel like it all had to be said and it all had to be done. So thanks guys for the feedback. I read a lot of your guys' comments and I let that just kind of cook in my head for a little bit, so thanks. Anyways, this was a weird way to kick off this series, but we're gonna get into some anime, so without further ado, let's cue that cute transition. So the anime I want to get into today, they're both on Netflix. One of them I'm really late on and I've heard nothing but good things about it, and it is The Great Pretender. So The Great Pretender follows the main character Makoto Edamura, who's a con artist from Japan, and he finds himself getting conned by another con artist named Laurent. So the two team up and Laurent shows Makoto new ways to scam even richer people, and both of them get themselves involved in bigger conspiracies and trying to scam rich and powerful people and swindling them out of millions of dollars, so both of them become richer than they ever hoped to be. There was something that kind of threw me off about this anime, and it was very early on, where I think the team who made The Great Pretender wanted to play with diversity in their voice acting. So there's Laurent, who's French that can speak English, and then there's Makoto, who's Japanese and can speak English. So they have the scene where they're both speaking English in their own accents, but then some point of that conversation they stop speaking English, and then a disclaimer pops up on the screen and says, we're going to be doing the rest of this anime in Japanese. So I don't know if the team just realized, oh, you know what, this is going to be really hard with the accents. Maybe no one will understand. Or I don't know, maybe the Japanese voice actor was struggling too much to keep up with the English for the entirety of the anime. Whichever it was, it seems like that they made this decision within the first episode while making the first episode and didn't want to record back over those scenes. So whatever it was a little off-putting, but it doesn't ruin the entire anime for me. So that's something that you guys should definitely try and watch on Netflix. The other thing, and I think you guys know what's gonna come up, is Attack on Titan, the final season. It's finally here. I really thought that they were gonna release all the episodes at once, but looks like Netflix just wants to do by the date of release, you know, which is fine. I haven't read the manga, right? So when I got into the first episode and every character that was being introduced, by the end of the first episode, I was just kind of saying, who are you people? Also, everyone who was pissed off at the opening, which I'm sure that that's all dwindled by now, but oh my god, like, I guess everyone was expecting Linked Horizon to come back for the finale of Attack on Titan, which, you know, makes sense. I don't really think that the intro is that bad. I think it's pretty damn cool, and it's just gonna be like Red Swan. I think it'll just grow on you if it hasn't already. So that takes care of all of the anime. Now we're going to go get into some manga. So cue that cute transition. So the manga that I read is called REMINA by JUNJI Ito. I thought that this was like a new title being released. Turns out that this title has actually been out for quite a while, but the English release just came out, and there's so many people that have pre-ordered it, and I just bought this on my Kindle on my iPad. So good, dude. I think that this might be one of JUNJI Ito's most brutal manga. It's about the story of this girl named REMINA, who is somehow connected to this planet named after her, and everyone thinks that she's a big superstar, and you know, she gets all this attention because she has the same name as this new planet that was discovered, but all of a sudden the planet starts rapidly coming towards Earth and swallowing each planet as it comes, and that's all that I'm gonna say right now, because the rest of it is pretty fucked. There's like whipping, there's crucifixion in here. Like, JUNJI Ito had a field day with this one. Now, the very end though, I didn't know how to feel at first, because it builds itself up, making you think that a lot of stuff is going to be answered, but at the end, you're still left with a lot of questions. I guess that's the art of it all, is that like you still don't know why things happen the way they do. You still don't know a lot of context as to what's going on. But I think the fact that you don't know and things just happen is what Junji Ito is just trying to kind of convey, is like, it doesn't matter how this happened, it just did. But I'm kind of a person where I'm like, but why? Why did it have to happen? You know what? I'm looking back at this now, and the more I think about it, I want answers. I really want to know actually what I read. Look, it's not bad. I don't go back on anything that I've said up to this point. It's a good story. It had a great concept, beginning and the middle. It's just that the end, I feel like there's so many blanks that need to be filled in. I get some stories want to leave off pretty open-ended for people to think for themselves on what happened, but the thing about this story is that it really builds you up. Like, there is an entire chase scene that goes on for what feels like forever. The ending will feel a little bit abrupt. Let's just put it that way, all right? So that's just my thoughts on Remina, but you guys should still get it and let me know your thoughts. Go read it if you like Junji Ito stuff. I know a lot of you have probably already ordered it, but I'll put links in the description to everything I've talked about. And now for some other Otaku monthly favorites things right here. The first thing I want to show is this ring that I bought. It has Vulpix that's surrounded by leaves, and it's really good for autumn, which it is not right now, but I still like it because it looks cute. It's from this brand here in Japan. Unfortunately, I don't know if they are international, but it's called PALNART Pop, and they did a collaboration with Pokemon quite a while ago, and I've actually had this other one that is a Butterfree. It's all made in Japan, it's all designed in Japan. This isn't anime or otaku, but I have been playing the shit out of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. If you guys know me, next to Kingdom Hearts, I love Assassin's Creed to death. I think I'm about 70 hours in right now. It's going over the Viking Age. So much epic shit in there. This last part, I feel like it just needs its own section by this point. I might even make it its own animation. But it's not an Otaku Monthly Favorites anymore if I don't share some Kingdom Hearts stuff. I went to the cafe, again, got some stuff, again, from my Taikuji. Kanpai! Again. It was for the Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory game, which was... I love Kingdom Hearts, but Memory of Melody just did not cut it for me. It was so repetitive. I love rhythm games, but this one, I don't know, I just felt like it just was not my cup of tea. I don't think that I can finish it because it's so repetitive, but there's a cafe for it because it's Japan, of course, and it's Kingdom Hearts, and they had a lot of really cool merch. So I got some plushies, and I got some dishes and utensils, a USB clock, and this really cool acrylic stand. Some of these I got for Christmas. Oh, what is that down there? Oh, that's the description with all the links of where you can get the merch using my sick-ass discount code akidearest for $5 off at itaikuji.com. If you haven't grabbed any of the Kingdom Hearts merch, what? So that was everything for the Otaku Monthly Favorites, guys. Let me know of your opinions of anything that I have shared in this video in the comment section down below, but I appreciate you guys for watching.